It's a battle of the trauma centers. For about 2 months, the Orange Park Medical Center has been operating as a level 2 trauma center. It is competing with UF Health Jacksonville, and some say the new trauma center is a lifesaver and is needed for people in Clay County and St. Johns County and on Jacksonville's west side. UF Health says it dilutes medical care, though, in North Florida, and they want the state to take away Orange Park's trauma status. Today, Channel 4's Jim Pickett spoke with both sides.
So I'm standing in this trauma room here at Orange Park Medical Center. They've now been operating as a level 2 trauma center since May 1st. Now, since that time, they've had about 50 critically injured patients that many would have gone to UF Health had this not been open. Have you saved lives?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Every day.
That's Chad Patrick, the CEO of Orange Park Medical Center, on why he says they need to keep operating as a level 2 trauma center. Level 2 means they can handle all emergencies except for pediatric trauma. The state's given Orange Park temporary trauma status to see how well the hospital performs. Already, their biggest competitor, UF Health Jacksonville, a level 1 trauma center, is complaining, asking the state to reverse the decision. I checked in today with a patient who was paralyzed from the neck down 6 years ago after playing flag football in Orange Park. Instead of going to Orange Park Medical Center, which was not yet a trauma center, rescue crews took Tim Calloway to UF Health. He says that decision saved his life. He's now walking.
Now, I credit it to a lot of, obviously it was a miracle, so a lot of prayers that got answered. But yeah, without the doctor's hands and what they did, everything pretty much had to be done perfect.
In a letter to city leaders, the CEO of UF Health is asking for their support in taking away Orange Park's status as a trauma center. It lists these reasons. The additional trauma center is needlessly increasing health care costs. UF Health believes it's a waste of resources. And UF Health CEO says that a majority of uninsured patients will continue to go to UF Health, while many who have insurance will go to Orange Park Medical Center. But the CEO of Orange Park Medical Center says that's not true.
Well, I can't speak to what UF Jacksonville thinks or believes. We can go to what they've said publicly, which is they've made many overtures around financial, that it's a financial situation. That's unfortunate. We want to serve our community, take care of our patients that have traumatic injury.
So probably in about 8 months, we'll hear if Orange Park Medical will become a permanent level 2 trauma center. Jim Pickett, Channel 4, the local station.
A solemn day for a local family. Today marks 3 years since 22-year-old Amber Bass was gunned down in her driveway on the west side. So far, there have been no arrests in the case. Bass was robbed and killed as she returned home after a night out with friends. Not long after her death, police released this photo they believe shows the car that followed her home. If you have any information, no matter how insignificant you think it is, call Crime Stoppers anonymously at 1-866-845-TIPS.
Tomorrow night, the Jacksonville Transportation Authority will remember one of its workers found dead in his front yard. A vigil for Kenneth Hawkins will be held at 8:30 tomorrow night near the Rosa Parks terminal. His body was found in his driveway by a mail carrier just last Tuesday. Police say it appears that Hawkins was killed, but investigators have yet to reveal exactly how he died. Anyone with information is asked to call police or Crime Stoppers anonymously.
The president of a South Florida Police Association is now calling for a national boycott of Sunoco gas stations after a Miramar police officer was denied service while in uniform. The incident reportedly happened on Sunday, the same day 3 officers were shot and killed in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The Miramar police officer says the gas station clerk refused to sell him a bottle of Gatorade because a friend of the clerk's was recently arrested. The clerk, who was later fired, is telling a much different story. He claims the officer was rude to him when the clerk asked about his friend's arrest.
Somebody's being disrespectful to me, and then they want to come to me and want my service. I'm not going to serve them.
Was this because he was an officer in uniform?
No, at all. Not at all. Officers come in there all the time.
So why did you refuse service?
Only because he was being rude to me.
Sunoco released a statement about the incident saying in part, quote, "We apologize to the officer involved and to all law enforcement officers who were understandably offended by this incident. The nation's police officers are a precious resource," end quote. This comes just days after a similar incident in Alabama where a Taco Bell employee was fired for denying service to deputies.
Newly released police reports are offering more details about the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando that left 49 people dead. In them, officers describe hysterical patrons, bodies on the floor, and victims' blood seeping into their uniforms as they were pulling those victims out of the building. One officer says he walked into Pulse and people were running, fearful that he was actually another gunman. He reported that clubgoers held the door so he could not get in. When he announced that he was police, they let the door free. And there were more stories of bravery and frantic rescues. Another officer says he told each person he helped to stay strong as he carried them one by one out the club.
There are 7 new confirmed cases of Zika in Florida. All of them are in the southern part of the state, with 3 in Broward County, 3 in Orange County, 1 in Miami-Dade. They're also all travel related. Now, travelers flying in and out of Fort Lauderdale are being greeted with messages advising them of the Zika virus threat. They include warnings for pregnant women traveling to Zika-prone areas like Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. Here in Northeast Florida, there are still just 16 confirmed Zika cases, with 6 in Duval County.
2 Florida football coaches are facing federal drug charges tonight. Titusville High School coaches Leonard Agee and Benjamin Jenkins are accused of selling drugs, including cocaine, heroin, and painkillers to undercover agents, sometimes while they had students with them. A meeting to formally fire them was scheduled for this afternoon. We're still waiting to hear exactly what happens. They are the latest crimes linked to the Pokemon Go phenomenon.
How police officers in Orlando say 2 players were robbed.
And tonight we are looking at just incredibly beautiful conditions along the coast and tracking wild storms inland. It's a tale of 2 locations. We'll have that coming up in about 4 minutes.
Sexy beaches, hotels.
And there's some controversy over a provocative new video promoting Florida tourism. Why people aren't so happy with Pitbull's Sexy Beaches music video.
When we shop, it's kind.
His nicknames include Mr. 305 and Mr. Worldwide. And now one Florida agency believes that rapper Pitbull can bring more people to the state.
And as Matt Galka tells us, Pitbull is being paid with some of our tax dollars. The question is, how much?
Sexy beaches, hotels.
That's the hook in Pitbull's new song titled, you guessed it, Sexy Beaches. The video is an ode to dozens of Florida's best sun and sand destinations and a few other things. State tourism agency Visit Florida hopes it's also a reason more people come to the Sunshine State.
Pitbull is being paid to attract visitors to Florida. We just don't know how many taxpayer dollars he's actually getting.
The rapper inked a deal with Visit Florida last year. The agency receives around $80 million in taxpayer funding, but the details of the contract are being kept secret, with Visit Florida citing trade secrets. Barbara Peterson with the First Amendment Foundation says that's not fair to Floridians.
Visit Florida is claiming that the amount of taxpayer dollars they're paying Pitbull to promote the tourism interests of Florida is secret. This is our money. How do we know we're getting our money's worth if we don't know what he's being paid?
But not everyone thought the video was a waste of money.
From what you showed me, I ain't seen nothing negative, you know. I seen a lot of, you know.
A lot of nice beaches.
Yeah, let's go with that.
The video is being distributed through the rapper's social media accounts and already has more than 1.5 million views on YouTube. At the state capitol, Matt Gelka, Channel 4, the local station.
We reached out to Visit Florida about Pitbull's contract and the return on investment the music video could provide. Employees in the office were not available to speak today. Taking a live look right now at our beautiful beach. Yeah, did you like that cat call? Very nice, John. Yeah. Another sunny and hot afternoon. Any chance of storms, though, to ruin this beautiful picture?
No, not at all. Not here locally, but if you look closely, these little puffy clouds down low, they did connect above, and there were some scattered showers out there in the coastal waters. You can still see a few little blips out there on the radar, but that's about it. The big stuff typically this time of year is over the land, and the further inland you go, that's where the more heat is. And on days like today, when we had a lot of sunshine out there and that sea breeze kicked in early, right around the lunch hour, we did see a few pop-up showers right around the Jacksonville area, but they were very brief and they moved inland very quickly. But as we look at the details right now, you can actually see where the sea breeze is right in through here. Yeah, that little dark line there. And what's happening is we have a nice push of cooler air coming in from the coast. It's not super cool, but it's just enough to settle the atmosphere, just enough to keep things from really firing up. So we're done with the rain chances in Jacksonville now that this thing has rolled all the way back out here towards Lake City and just south of out there towards Lake Butler. Scattered thunderstorms breaking along I-75 just north of Gainesville. And then back out to the west, it's a whole different scenario getting played out here. We have winds that are coming across the southern parts of the state, and these are winds that are coming from the outflow of very heavy thunderstorms. Here's one outflow pattern right in through here, and where we connect the dots, here's another outflow pattern right there. These are all kind of conspiring together and producing severe thunderstorms way back out there towards I-75. So no severe thunderstorms in immediate Jacksonville area, but it's wild back out there. You can see all the lightning going on. These particular storms will continue to kind of fester out here for another couple of hours. Some of them have been on the wild side, potentially severe. Look at the lightning really build up there just east of Valdosta right now. That's always a sign that bad things are about to happen, and the bad thing here probably be the form of some gusty winds. And again, as we look at the wind speeds associated with these particular storms, you're looking at wind speeds right now. These are getting close to severe levels around 50 miles an hour. So very powerful storms back out here towards Valdosta, south of Moody's Air Force Base. Again, not near Jacksonville, but still some very impressive storms out there. And these storms will continue to move southward and fade away. They won't really reach out towards probably well south of I-75 west of Jacksonville here tonight. These things are going to stay in Georgia. Going to check on some hail to see where the worst of the hail is, and you can see again some pretty decent hail south of Moody's, right where that clustering of thunderstorm activity is. That's where golf ball size hail, at least by radar, is being measured right now. So it's wild out west, and as you look closer to home, still very warm around parts of the area. 93 degrees over at Doctors Lake Marina. Talk about those big puffy clouds. Joy, check this one out. This is perfect. You can actually see the rain coming down right now. This is at St. Augustine, and again, you can see there's the Atlantic Ocean right on through there and the rain shower activity, that little gray patch right there, and I'll draw it out for you. You can see it at home. These are the showers that are coming down right out of this particular shower offshore right now. And again, it'll continue to work its way right towards St. Augustine. So maybe one little rain shower just down the coast from Jacksonville. 89 degrees, that is the current temperature there in Jacksonville, or in St. Augustine. East-southeasterly winds. Everybody's about the same because that sea breeze has kicked in all the way back out to the west, and it's saving us from this. What's this? Super high pressure, lots of heat, lots of humidity. Temperature's going to be near triple digits in a good chunk of the nation, but we'll be getting that easterly wind. So that means our beach forecast will be the best place to be. This is why we love Florida and Georgia. Got great beaches there as well. 90 degrees for an afternoon temperature. Easterly winds up to around 10 to 15 miles an hour. Rip current risk real low this time of year. High tide coming up in the morning hours at the beach, and a low tide, which is the best time of day. You can see how wide the beach is right now, right around 3 o'clock. Forecast for tomorrow for all of us. It's the same old scenario getting played out. Sunshine in the morning, scattered showers in the afternoon, 7 on the gone gauge for your Wednesday, as we'll get a few I-95 thunder showers right around the lunch hour. And here's your 7-day forecast. Again, daytime temperatures will be bouncing big, getting pretty hot out there by the time we head on off towards the weekend. So if you have plans for this weekend, not quite as nice as it has been in terms of that. Tell you what, having a little difficulty with the pins loading up. We'll do this at 6:30, but the bottom line is tonight, we're now, it's on my end, I'm afraid. Oh, okay. And again, the big story here is that we are tracking severe storms out near Valdosta. We'll have much more on that coming up here at 6 o'clock. Again, scattered storms in Jacksonville all over. We're going to be looking at a beautiful evening tonight, Joy, for all the folks who might want to take a few more storm pin pics. I'll have them around 6:30.
All right, John, we'll see you then. A neighborhood crime alert. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office trying to find a man responsible for stealing a pickup truck on the west side. This happened Sunday on West Ramona Boulevard. The person stole an unlocked 1996 green GMC C1500 with a Florida tag. The man, described as 6 feet tall with blonde hair, weighing about 150 pounds. Anyone with information, you're asked to contact the Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. You see it happening here on the surveillance video. 1-866-845-TIPS.
A consumer alert tonight for the popular P.F. Chang's frozen dinners. It's the sauce in certain kinds of meals that may have metal fragments in them. An employee found the fragments while dispensing sugar from one of P.F. Chang's suppliers. The recalled meals include P.F. Chang's spicy chicken, Mongolian beef, shrimp lo mein, and sweet and sour chicken. So far, no reports of any injuries. People who bought the recalled dinners can return them to the store for a free refund. Whether it's an uncomfortable seat, flat champagne, or those annoying delays, airline passengers now have a place to air their grievances.
A look at the new service from TripAdvisor next.
More crimes are being linked to the hit smartphone game Pokemon Go.
In Orlando, 2 players were robbed in separate incidents over the weekend. Phones were stolen in both cases. They were reported late Friday night and early Saturday morning near Lake Eola Park. Police say in one of the robberies, the victim was beaten. So far, there have been no arrests. Officers are now reminding players to be aware of their surroundings at all times and be cognizant of other people, cars, and bicyclists.
Do you have a complaint about a certain airline and just want to really get it off of your chest? Well, TripAdvisor wants to hear about it. The site has launched a new service that allows airline passengers to review their latest flight experiences, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Customers can rate airlines based on 8 categories, including legroom, customer service, seat comfort, check-in and boarding, and how is your food and your beverage. Delta currently has a rating of 4 out of 5, while American Airlines and United both have 3 out of 5 ratings based on more than 1,000 reviews each. Low-cost carrier Spirit Airlines, which recently ranked last in customer satisfaction in the U.S., had a ranking of 2.5.
The Duchess of Cambridge's younger sister is getting married. Pippa Middleton is engaged to hedge fund manager James Matthews. The two say they plan to marry next year. A spokesperson for Kensington Palace says the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are absolutely delighted with the news.
Can you imagine the wedding ceremony?
I don't know. It'd be hard to top her older sisters.
It's gorgeous.
No pressure.
Yeah. A Positively Jack story. A small act of kindness makes a huge impression on a group of local police officers.
How a little girl brightened their day.
Congratulations.
July 19th, helping you watch your money. Here's a look at the stocks and how they fared today. The Dow Jones up 25 points, the NASDAQ down almost 20 points, and the S&P 500 in the negative, down 3 points. Positively Jax. Well, she's a little girl, but she has a huge heart. We want you to meet Kennedy Rose. She and her mom stopped by the Orange Park police station today.
Yep, the energetic 2nd grader says she just wanted to make them smile and give them candy. Orange Park police posted these photos on Facebook saying Kennedy Rose saw what's happening in our country and just wanted to do something. Officers say they were grateful for the kind gesture.
Amazing what you can learn from a little kid.
Right?
Thanks for joining us.
The news continues right now with Tom and Mary with a local breaking news alert.
News 4 Jack starts right now with a breaking news alert.
And we continue to follow a local breaking news report at the airport where we're told a Delta Airlines plane has landed safely after reports of an engine fire. The aviation authority says Delta Flight 5231 had taken off from Jacksonville for LaGuardia Airport in New York. 27 people were aboard. We have a crew there and we'll bring you new information as it becomes available.
This St. Augustine man who admits murdering his 24-year-old girlfriend and a teen will now spend the rest of his life in prison. Johnny Williams stood before a judge and pleaded guilty to 11 charges against him.
In 2 separate shootings back in April, Williams killed his girlfriend, Jamie Wilson, and 18-year-old Kiwan Murray. Joy is following today's developments in the St. Johns County courtroom and is joining us with details. Joy.
Mary, Tom, not only did Williams shoot 2 people, he backed his car into a stroller carrying Jamie Wilson's baby. When he shot and killed Kiwan Murray, Brittany Tobler was also hit by a bullet. The St. John's grand jury indicted Williams on Monday. On Tuesday, Williams pleaded guilty to 2 counts of murder, 3 counts of attempted murder, grand theft auto, carjacking with a firearm.